Today is my week 31 pregnancy update. So I'm 31 weeks pregnant today. So I guess technically this is my 30-week update because I'm updating you on how I've been feeling the past week. So the past week I was 30 weeks pregnant. So I actually have a lot of new stuff to bring up this time around. And to start, baby is over 16 inches long, like according to if he's like following like the right, I guess like the right growth rate, he should be around 16 inches long, weighing in at about 3 1/3 pounds. And they say the baby's about the size of a coconut, which I don't really get. Like I'm like, I don't understand because he seems so much bigger and all that. So I don't really know how they're comparing the fruits to the babies, but I think he's a lot bigger than a coconut. So yeah, baby has been kicking so much still. I can feel it, like sometimes it just really hurts. I've been still getting that lightning crotch, and I've still, like, it'll get to the point where he'll kick so hard or stick out one of his limbs out of my stomach so hard that like the lump is so big and it like really hurts. So that really sucks. There are no new stretch marks, so that's great. I just only have, the only stretch marks I have are from my last pregnancy. Nothing yet this pregnancy, which is awesome. My nausea is still pretty bad in the mornings, but at night I'm actually okay, which is good. And I still am getting like the leg cramps a lot, especially after I work out. I have been working out like the same workouts that I've been doing in the past, but instead of doing them every day now, I've been cutting my workouts to about four times a week, about that, 4 to 5 times a week, and they're only about 15 minutes long. So it's really not that much. Like I'm only spending about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes every week actually hardcore working out. So I'm doing like the interval training. It's like high intensity training. So 15 minutes for me doing like high intensity working out is a lot, especially when you have like extra weight on you, and it's like, I don't know, like you have all this extra weight and you're squatting or something, which I do a ton of different types of squats. It's like you're squatting with like a 10-pound weight or however much, you know, extra weight you put on. So it is a lot harder than to work out, you know, not being pregnant. So I have cut back a lot. I will explain some of the reasons why I've cut back a lot in just shortly. I just want to get to some other stuff. I haven't had any new cravings at all. Nothing actually that I really want, so that's good, I guess. Weight gain, I've gained 15.5 pounds this pregnancy so far, so that was, I think, 2.5 pounds more than my last update that I did with you guys. So I'm gaining around a pound a week, which is pretty good. So far I've gained about 15.5, and I have 9 weeks left to go if he comes on time. So if I gain about another pound a week, that should be gaining in around another 9 pounds, which means I will have total gained about 25 pounds, which is right, which is good. So the midwives are happy with that. So speaking of midwives, I had an appointment with them, and there was a couple things that came up. The first being that I've been having a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, which you get pretty much since you get pregnant. Your uterus is always contracting, but you don't usually tend to feel it till like you get later on in your pregnancy. And they say sometimes if you've had more than one child, then you'll feel the Braxton Hicks sooner. So I've been feeling it sooner, and I've been feeling them, but a lot. Like I get a lot every day. And I told the midwife, and she's like, yeah, that's fine, don't worry. The only time you have to worry is if you're getting real contractions that, you know, can actually like dilate your cervix and all that. So I was like, okay, she checked my stomach and like to see the position of the baby, and she said that the baby was posterior, I think. So it's the same as my first pregnancy where the baby's like head down but turned the wrong way. So that means all the labor is going to, like, I'll feel it in my back. I'll have back labor, which is what I had the first time around. It was really painful. So she was saying like try and turn the baby around and whatever. She gave me a bunch of moves to do. And that day I came home and was driving the car to go home, and I got like the worst stomach pain that went like right into my lower back. And instantly I recognized it as a contraction because it's exactly how it felt the first time with my first son, because it was back labor. So I knew right away that was a contraction, and it was a real contraction. So I talked to the midwives, I called her, I was like, I have a real contraction, I was not just Braxton Hicks, and I was just getting worried because I still have 9 weeks to go, so the baby is still pretty small, and I don't know if I'm going to go into early labor or preterm labor or whatever, and I was just really hoping to avoid that. So I called her, and yeah, she was saying to just like take it easy, relax, and not do too much like stressful stuff that can, you know, encourage contractions, like walking and things like that encourage contractions. So that's why I've slowed down my working out. She says still work out as much as you can, like stay healthy, stay, you know, it's good for you and the baby, but don't overdo it. So that's why I've cut it back from working out every single day, including weekends, to about 4 or 5 times a week, and I keep it at around 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, I've had some real contractions, and it's not fun. So I'm just really like, I'm not ready for this baby yet, obviously. So we're hoping to just keep things like pretty steady. I don't mind the Braxton Hicks, I just don't want the real ones. So yeah, that's like the biggest thing. Also, I've talked to you guys about this before, I've been getting a lot of pains whenever I lift up like John or anything like that. And she says that it could lead because I'm getting the pain in like around my belly button area. She's saying it could be one of two things: either abdominal separation, which I did have the first time around, or it could be like at the start of a hernia. And I was like, no, I don't want a hernia. Like that's because you got like a big bulge and stuff. So she was saying to just take it really, really easy. So I'm no longer allowed to lift more than 10 pounds. So I can't pick up John because he's around 32. And she says to just take it easy, don't pick anything up, like just be really good and take care of yourself. So I've just been trying to like, I can't even put him in his crib anymore. So I've been like having my husband do all that stuff, and I've been really just trying to like lift lighter things, and that's it. So I've been taking it easy, and hopefully everything goes well. But yeah, that's the update for this week. I'm going to show you guys the belly, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye. So this is the belly for 31 weeks. Almost fell over. Here's from the front. Here's from the other side. And the back.